Right. Good evening, everyone. Online students, good evening. Can you hear me? Can you see the screen? Can you please respond in the chat? Online students, please respond in the chat, guys. Yes. Yeah. Very, very good evening, guys. Very, very good evening. You can hear me and you can see the screen. All right. So let us start our session here today. So guys, before starting our sessions, as always, let us try to have a very, very small and a quick recap of the concepts which we had covered in our yesterday's class. So guys, yesterday we have started discussing about like data types. Like as I said, there are generally in Java, there are two types of data types are there, like primitive data types and non-primitive data types. Again, these primitive data types are classified into three types: numeric, character, and Boolean. Numeric are again classified into two types. What are those? Integral and floating data types. In integral, 4 integral data types are there. Floating, 2. Character, only 1, that is char. And when you're speaking about Boolean, also only 1, that is Boolean. So we have already seen what are the default values of these particular data types also. Now, right after this, yesterday we have discussed about Java language keywords. After that, comments also. As I said, there are 50 Java language keywords are there. And after that, we have seen like what is a comment. If you want to keep a single line in comment, what we need to do. If we want to keep multiple lines in comments, what we need to do. These are all the concepts which are already covered. Now, today, guys, we'll be trying to discuss about variables. Variables. Please keep us writing as variables. Variables. Note down a small point for me, please. Variables. Note down a small point. Variables are reserved memory locations. Variables are reserved memory locations to store values. Variables are reserved memory locations to store values. Next point. Java provides three types of variables. Java provides three types of variables. First one is instance variables. Instance variables. First one, instance variables. Second one is static variables. Static variables. Finally, last one is local variables. First one is instance variables. Second one is static variables. Third one is local variables. Now, guys, regarding these variables, first I want to write some points. Is it okay? Like first, let us try to have a small theory. After that, basing on the theory, we'll be trying to go with the code. Fine, guys? Right. Now, instance variables. What are known as instance variables? What are known as instance variables? Right. Point number 1. First point. The variables which are declared inside a class, the variables which are declared inside a class outside any method or a block or a constructor are known as instance variables. Are known as instance variables. The variables which are declared, inside a class, outside any method or a block or a constructor are known as instance variables. Point number two. We can access the instance variables. We can access the instance variables in two ways. We can access the instance variables in two ways. By using identifier name, comma, by using class object. We can access the instance variables. In two ways. First one is by using identifier name. Second one is by using a class object. By using identifier name, and second one is by using class object. Now, third point. For instance variables, JVM will automatically initialize them with their default values. For instance variables, JVM will automatically initialize them with their default values. Next point. Point number 4. If local variable name and instance variable name are same, then the first priority will be given to the local variables. Then the first priority will be given to the local variables. 4 points. Now let us try to go with static variables. Guys, once again I'm saying you, first let us try to write some theory. After that, according to those points, I'll be trying to go with the code. Okay, so I believe that will be easy for you to understand. Now, static variables. What are static variables? First point. The variables which are declared inside a class, outside any method or a block or a constructor with the help of static with the help of static keyword, with the help of static keyword are known as static variables. The variables which are declared inside a class, outside any method or a block or a constructor with the help of static keyword are known as static variables. We can access the static variables in three ways. We can access the static variable in three ways. By using identifier name, by using class object, and by using class name. We can access a static variable in three ways. By using identifier name, by using class object, and by using class name. Point number three. For static variables, JVM will automatically initialize them with their default values. For static variables, JVM will automatically initialize them with their default values. Point number four. Same point here also. If local variables and static variables are having same name, if local variables and static variables are having same name, then the first priority will be given to the local variables. Point number five. Static variables can never be local variables. Very, very important point. Static variables can never be local variables. Just one last point. Static variables will be initialized at the time of, you already know this, when I said a word for this. When I discussed this, whenever we are discussing about JVM class loading, I said when static variables will be initialized. Static variables will be initialized at the time of class loading. At the time of class loading, right? Guys, here I just want to confirm you one thing. Right now, in our today's class, in our today's session, we are discussing about variables, instance variables, static variables, and local variables. Regarding this static, in how many ways we can use the static? Respond. What are those? In how many ways we can use static? Use 3 ways. We can declare a variable as a static, method as a static, block as a static. Guys, did you remember this? So regarding this static concept, most probably next week I'm going to discuss that. Regarding the static concept, kindly please do remember this. Okay, we will be using static keyword in 3 ways. A variable can be declared as a static, a method can be declared as a static, and a block. We will be discussing that. Guys, only for discussing about static keyword, I will take 2 to 3 days of time. Only for static. Kindly please wait for that. Okay, now what? Okay, now local variables. What are these local variables? Right. First point. First point. Local variables. The variables which are declared, the variables which are declared inside a method, the variables which are declared inside a method or a block or a constructor. The variables which are declared inside a method or a block or a constructor are known as local variables. Are known as local variables. Point number 2. For local variables, JVM will not, I repeat, for local variables, JVM will not initialize them with default values. It is the responsibility of the programmer. For local variables, JVM will not initialize them with their default values. It is the responsibility of the programmer to provide the values for the local variables. Point number 3. The scope of local variables is only within that method or a block or a constructor. The scope of local variables is only within that method or a block or a constructor. Now, last point, just one last point, that is just one last point, that is, if we are declaring a local variable, if we are declaring a local variable without initialization, if we are using that variable, we will be getting an compile time error. If we are declaring a local variable without initialization, if we are using that variable, we will be getting a compile time error. If we are okay, just a sec, space is not sufficient here. Okay, we will be getting a compile time error like this. Like this. Now, just one small point. If we are not using that variable, we will not be getting any compile time error. If we are not using that variable, we will not be getting any compile time error. Our program will execute smoothly. Our program will execute smoothly. That's it. Right. Right. Now, 3 types of variables, guys. 3 types of variables: instance variables, static variables, and local variables. Now, just let me try to have a small program here. Okay. Now, guys, please observe. I'm just trying to take some variables here. Int A equal to 10, static int B equal to 20, and after that, void method 1, just a method, and inside this method I'm trying to take int C equal to 30, like this. Int C equal to 30. Okay. Now, what is this variable, guys? It is a instance variable. That is a instance variable. This is a static variable. Now, this is a local variable. Local variable. Now, what I want to say is, what are instance variables? Instance variables, the variables which are declared inside a class, outside any method or a block or a constructor. Those are known as instance variables. And what are static variables? Yeah, static variables are also declared inside a class, outside any method, block, or a constructor. But here we are giving the keyword static. This is a instance variable, this is a static variable, and these are local variables. Means, what are local variables? The variables which are declared inside a method or a block or a constructor. Those are known as local variables. Now, for example, guys, please listen, please listen. For example, I just want to access, I just want to print all my variables. I just want to print them. Okay, now here system.out.println, just let me try to print my, first I just want to print my instance variable. Okay, instnc instance variable, instance variable plus a, like that. And after that, just let me try to go with my static variable also, static static variable. I'm just trying to go with like b. And after that, I just want to go with my local variable also, local local variable. I just want to go with like c. That's it. Now my, okay, just let me go to my main method. I want to call my method one. Okay, main method. Now inside my main method, I want to call method one. Tell me. New. First I need to write new. After that, initialize that object with the help of a constructor. Okay, just let me try to have a name, aobj. That name belongs to class A, like that. And just aobj dot method one. I'm just trying to call my method one. Now here our expected output is, right click, run as Java application, and we'll be getting our output as 10, 20 and 30. Up to now, is it clear guys for everyone? Yes, here our output is 10. We are expecting 10. Here also our output is 20. And here also our output is, I mean, here our output is 30. As simple as this, as simple as this. Now, my question is, okay, this is instance variable, static variable, and this is a local variable. For example, I'm just trying to have one more local variable. I'm just trying to have one more local variable, int local variable int a equal to, just let me try to go with like 1000. Okay, now in line number 13, what is my expected output? Expected output is 10. Guys, come on guys, yes or no? I want to print my instance variable. I just want to print my instance variable. Okay, now if we execute our program, we'll be getting our output as 1000. Now why we are getting our output as 1000 here? Because if, guys, please listen, if local variable name and instance variable name both are same, the first priority will be given to the local variable. Once again guys, please once again, if local variable name and instance variable name both are same, then the first priority will be given to the local variable. No, I want to access my instance variable. I want to print my instance variable here. Then what I need to do? I want to print my instance variable. Now, let me ask you a small question, guys. In how many ways we can access an instance variable? Come on. Please tell me in how many ways? 2 ways. What are those? Identifier name, and what is the second way? By using class object. Guys, class object or class instance, both are same, just like a synonyms. Class object, for example, please check this. Okay, just let me try to create an object of a class, new. Okay, new class A, like this. Now this is known as object, or else we can call this as a instance also. No problem, we can call it. Okay, now guys, as we have seen this point, I mean, just please check this. What is the second point? Second point, please. We can access the instance variable in 2 ways. What are those? By using identifier name and by using class object. So clearly the first way is failing here. If you are trying to access that instance variable with the help of an identifier, it is not giving us our required result. Why it is not giving us our required result? Why it is not giving the required result? Because we are having a local variable with the same name. Are you understanding me, guys? Now in this particular scenario, there is an ambiguity. There is an ambiguity between local variable name and instance variable name. Now I want to print my instance variable. I want to access my instance variable. If that is your requirement, clearly the first way is failing. What is our next option? Come on. By using class object. Okay. Can we go new class A like this? New class A dot. Guys, generally, if we want to call a method, we can call a method directly with the help of an object. You already know this. Exactly in the same manner, instead of accessing a method, what I am trying to do here, I am accessing a variable. Are you understanding me? Now let me check, right click, run as Java application, and here we will be able to access our instance variable like this. For example, I'll do one thing, guys. I'll do one thing. Just let me try to write one more small statement. Okay, copy. Just let me try to paste it here. And now like this. Okay, here our output is 10 and here our output is 1000. Why we will be getting here our output as 1000? Why? Because it is local variable. Guys, I hope you're understanding the outputs here. Right click, run as Java application. Yes, instance variable 10, local variable 1000, static variable 20 and local variable 30. As simple as this. Now my question is, when we need to access an instance variable with the help of class object, when if there is an ambiguity between local variables and instance variables. Am I clear with this, guys? Online students, kindly please respond. Guys, kindly please respond. Is it clear? Up to now, is it clear, guys? Up to now, is it clear for everyone? Right. That is great. That is great. Now, guys, please observe here. Please observe here. I'm just trying to take one more instance variable. Int x. Like that. This is one more instance instance variable. One more instance variable. Now, I just want to access my instance variable. Okay, so just system.out.println instance variable. Just let me try to go with plus x like this. Plus x like this. I'll do one thing. Just let me try to cut, paste it here. Just a small differentiation so that it will be easy for you to recognize. Okay. Like this. Okay. This is instance variable A, and this is instance variable X. Now, what is my output here? What is my output here? 0. Guys, once again, for instance variables, can you please read this point? For instance variables, JVM will automatically initialize them with their default values. Yesterday, we have covered these default values. So right now, if you're trying to execute your program, what is the output of X here? 0. Just let me try to check this. Right click, run as Java application, and for instance variable X, the value is 0. Now, once again, guys, instance variables. What are instance variables? The variables which are declared inside a class, outside any method block or a constructor are known as instance variables. As simple as this. Now, in how many ways we can access an instance variable? 2 ways. What are those? By using identifier name, and second one is by using class object. If local variable, hang on, what do you mean by local variable? What do you mean by local variable? The variables which are declared inside a method or inside a block or inside a constructor are known as local variables. Now, if local variable name and instance variable name both are same, then the first priority will be given to the, if we want to resolve that ambiguity, I want to resolve that ambiguity, then how to do that? With the help of class object. Guys, kindly please do remember, we can access an instance variable. We can access an instance variable in how many ways? 2 ways. Guys, whatever the points which I'm explaining you right now, in my coming topics, we will be using this. So kindly please do remember them. Okay, we can access an instance variable in 2 ways. That is directly by using identifier name, and second one is by using class object. Okay, that is great. Now let us try to discuss about static variable. Now, right. Okay, guys, please tell me, in how many ways we can access a static variable? 3 ways. What are those? By using identifier name. Second one is by using class object. Third one is by using class name. Actually, we already know this, right? By using class name. Yes or no? Okay. Now, I'll do one thing, guys. Just let me try to have one more local variable with the name B equal to 2000. Now, what is my expected output here? I am expecting to print my static variable, but what is my output here? I'll be getting my output as 2000. Why I'll be getting my output as 2000? Because if static variable and local variable are having same name, the first priority will be given to the local variable. Do you know how to resolve this ambiguity? Okay, can you please help me out? Can we directly use new class A dot B like this? Right click, run as Java application, and we'll be able to access our static variable. Do you know any another way? One more way? Exactly. System.out.println, and here static variable. Okay, variable static variable plus tell me. Come on, class A dot B. Guys, once again, in how many ways we can access a static variable? 3 ways. Directly by using identifier name, class object, and class name. So here also we will be getting our output as 20. So just right click, run as Java application, and yes, we'll be getting our output as 20. Just let me try to write like this, static variable B, and this is like this. Now here also I just want to add one more, that is local variable B. B value. What is our output here? 2000. Right click, run as Java application. We will be getting our local variable B value as 2000. Are you understanding me, guys? Now, concentrate. Now. Okay. For example, just let me try to take one more static variable. Just let me go with int y. Okay. Is this a static variable? No. What we need to do? Go with the keyword static. Okay. Now this is actually a static variable. This is a static variable. Now I just want to print my static variable. System dot out dot println. Just let me try to go with like static variable. Static variable. What is the static variable? Y. Okay. Y colon plus. Can I directly write Y? Yes or no? Yes, I can write Y. Why? Because there is no ambiguity there, right? What do you mean by ambiguity? Same. If local variable name and static variable name is same, then we can address that as ambiguity. Okay. So as there is no local variable with the name Y, directly I'm trying to access my static variable with the help of identifier name. Now tell me, what is my output here? What is my output here? 0. Yes, exactly. 0. Guys, for static variables, JVM will automatically initialize them with their default values. For example, Boolean. Now, what is my output here? Right click, run as Java application. I will be getting my output as. Is it clear, guys, for everyone? Okay. Just let me try to write it like FALSE, false, like this. Okay. Now, just I'm going to have one more method, please. Method 2. Now my question is, can I access X and Y in method 2? Yes. System dot out dot println. Just let me try to go with instanc instance variable plus X. Now one more. System dot out dot println static static variable plus Y. Now can I access C in method 2? System dot out dot println local variable plus C. Can I access like this? Am I getting an error here? Line number 33. Yes. Why I am getting an error? The scope of the local variable is only within that method. Once you came out from that method, you cannot access that local variable. I hope it's clear, guys. We can access, I repeat, we can access a local variable only with the help of an identifier name. Once again, in how many ways we can access an instance variable? Respond. What are those? Identifier name and class object. In how many ways we can access a static variable? What are those? Identifier, class object, class name. In how many ways we can access a local variable? Only one. What is that? With the help of identifier. What is the scope of instance variable? Like instance variable. Within the class, anywhere I can access. What is the scope of static variable? Within the class, I can access anywhere. What is the scope of local variable? Within the method only. Am I clear with this, guys? Now, once again, guys, please tell me, guys, please. If instance variable name and local variable name both are same, then the first priority will be given to the. If local variable name and static variable name both are same, then the first priority will be given to the. If instance variable name and static variable name both are same, then the first priority will be given to the I will be getting an error. I will be getting an error, guys. Error. Please check this. I'll be getting an error. Okay. Now, guys, please. Here, inside method 1, guys, please check this. Please. Inside method 1, can I take, for example, string B equal to Java int B, oh, hang on, just int B equal to something like 99. Line numbers right now, line number 16 and line number 17 both are in comment. If I remove line number 17, am I going to get any error? Am I going to get any error? No? Please check this. I am removing this from the comment. Am I getting an error? I will be getting an error. Why I am getting an error? Already B is there. Already B is there. It will be like a duplicate name, duplicate field name, duplicate identifier name. So not allowed. You will be getting an compile time error. Okay, here you will be getting a compile time error. What about line number 16? If I remove this, am I going to get any error? Am I getting an error? Yes. Guys, it may be int, byte, short, long, char, float, string, object name. Basically, there should not be any duplicate identifier name. You know what is an identifier name? Yes. What is an identifier name? Class name, method name, variable name, object name. Yes. So if you are trying to take B, already B is there. So you cannot give one more B. Okay. So here also we will be getting an compile time error because of duplicate field names or identifiers. That's it. Guys, one more small doubt. Can I give capital B like this? Am I going to get any error? Pretty much damn sure I'll not be getting any error. Why? Because Java is case sensitive. We already covered this point. Okay, fine. So here we'll be getting an error. Now, please come here. Right now, fine. I want to take static int A equal to something like 55. Am I going to get an error? Yes or no? Why? Exactly. I will be getting an error. Why? Because already I am having A. I cannot take one more A here. Are you getting me, guys? So this is, we'll be getting a compile time error. We'll be getting a compile time error because of duplicate field names. So my question is, can we have a same name? Can we have a same name for instance and static variables? Answer, no, we cannot have. Can we have instance variable name and local variable name as same? If we are giving same name, then the priority will be given to, how can we access my instance variable? With the help of class object. How can I access my static variable? Class object or fantastic class name. Now, okay. For example, right now method 1 is having C. Okay. In method 2, can I take one more variable name as C? Yes or no? 100% I can take. 100%. Why? Why? The scope of local variable is only within the method. Now, okay, here I'll be getting a compile time error. Scope, SCOP is, okay, just compile time error. I'll just write, compile time error. Now, guys, this is important. Please observe it correctly. Please, trust me, this is important. Now, I'm just trying to take int. Let me go with like I. Int I. In line number 19, what I did, I just declared. Did I initialize? No. What do you mean by initialization? We are, come on, please tell me, what do you mean by initialization? We are supposed to provide the values. Did I give any value? No. Just let me try to execute my program here. Please right click, run as Java application. Am I having any error? No, I did not got any error. Now my question is, just let me try to access my local variable system.out.println. I just want to access my local variable. What is that variable name I have given? I. And here also I am giving I. Please observe line number 37 correctly. Am I getting an error? Am I getting an error? Exactly. Exactly. Guys, please tell me. Please tell me. Listen. Please listen, guys. How many types of... Right. Right. Please tell me. How many types of variables are there? Just a sec. Right. Guys, please. Please. Once again. Please. Once again. Yeah. How many types of variables are there? 3 types. What are those? Static and local. For which variables JVM will be providing automatically with their default values? Instance and right. For local variables. What are local variables? The variables which are declared inside a method or a block or a constructor. Okay. For local variables, will JVM provide any values? No. Whose responsibility is that? Programmer's responsibility. Now, please go through the last point of the local variables. Last but one point. If we are declaring a local variable without initialization, okay. If we are not using that local variable, if we are not using that local variable, tell me what happens? Not using. Are we going to get any error? If we are using that local variable without initialization, are you understanding me, guys? Now, the reason why we are getting an error here because, okay, you want to print I, done. What is the value? What is the value? Is JVM going to provide any value? No. Whose responsibility is that? Program. And we did not provide any value here. That is the reason we are getting an error. So what I want to say is, local variable, if you are just declaring a local variable, you will not have any trouble until you use that local variable without initialization. Then you will be getting a compile time error. Is it clear, guys, for everyone? So just let us come back to our points once again. Can you please read these points slowly? All these points. Slowly, please. Slowly. And guys, yes, just a sec, just a sec, just a sec. Okay. Now, for example, this is a local variable, right? Come on. Can I make this as static? Can I make this as static? static, static. Am I getting an error? I am getting an error. I will be getting an error. Can you please go through the fifth point in static variable? Static variables can never be local variables. Remember that. We cannot declare a local variable as static variables. Kindly please do remember that. Okay. And static variables will be initialized at the time of class loading. Guys, more information still static variables, lot of more information is there. We'll be trying to cover that in our static concept. As of now, right now, do you know about variables? There are three variables are there: instance, static, local. Instance variables. What are instance variables? What are static variables? What are local variables? JVM will be automatically providing the default values for which variables? Instance and static. How many ways we can access an instance variable? How many ways? What are those? Identifier name and class object. Static variable. What are those? Identifier, class object, and perfect. Enough. So guys, do me a favor. Please read these points first for 2 minutes. Just for 2 minutes. If you face anything like new, please tell me. Just for 2 minutes. Read them slowly, guys, please. Slowly, please. Vishal, yes, not right now. Wait for it, Vishal. Wait for it. Sumana, my net is correctly, like my net is okay, Amma. Please check your internet connection. Online students, I hope it's clear, guys, for everyone. Static, yeah, Prem, we can change the static variable value. Come on, Prem. Did I said that static variables are constant? No, right? Wait for it. Varshit, please wait for it. Please wait for it. Naresh, log off and log in again here. Instance variables, the variables which are declared inside a class, outside any method, block, or a constructor are known as instance variables. Sainath, you need to log in on time. If you're not logging on time, it will be a trouble. Please log in on time. Right. Rekha, please wait for the topic. Like when I'm dealing with static, I'll try to let you know. Okay, Amma? Rekha, please wait for it. Yes. Now, guys, is it clear, guys, for everyone? Please tell me yes or no. Do me a favor. Please have this program for me. Please. Please wait. Static class loading. Regarding this class loading, like static variables will be initialized at the time of class loading. I said, please wait whenever coming with static concept. I'll let you know. Okay. What is that meaning? I'll let you know. Class loading. Please wait for it. Right, guys, please don't discuss, write the program. Everyone should write the program. Boys, Please write the program. Boys, please write the program. Don't discuss. Online students, first write the program. I'll address your queries, not now. Please write the program first. Mahadevi, you can change the name, Amma. According to your requirement, you can change the name. Change the name, just change the name. Try to write it like variables, concept of variables. Just change the class name. That's it. There is a reason why I'm giving always class A. If I give any other name, you'll just go with that name. I want you to practice. Please practice by changing the class names. If you change the class names, you'll understand. Change the class names, create the objects. Whenever you are creating an object, please remember new after that constructor like that. Guys, whenever writing the code, please understand the code. Don't simply copy paste. Don't blindly copy paste, please. Understand. Don't blindly copy paste, please. Mahendra, that is line number 5, that is an instance variable. Line number 16, that is a local variable. Both are different. You can have instance variable name and local variable name as same. Please check it correctly, buddy. You want me to scroll? Completed. Writing the program completed. Guys, please don't skip writing the programs, please. Make it as a habit. Make it as a habit. Remember, you need to spend 9 hours of your day with your code only. So please make it as a habit. That is the reason I'll be trying to give you lengthy programs. Make it as a habit. Just enjoy the code. Write the code. Write the code. Wait, Rakesh, please wait. Please wait. Guys, tomorrow don't miss the class. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow also. Very, 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 very important topic. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Whatever the concepts which we are discussing tomorrow, we are being using that word right from our demo classes. We are using that word. Every day we cannot skip a program without using that word. Every day we'll use that word. So that topic we'll be trying to discuss that. And I promise you we'll use that word till the end of your COREJAVA. So please don't miss tomorrow's class. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, both. Vamsi, just I want to show you, that's it. We can use any other, no problem, Vamsi. You can use any other, no issues. Guys, in my program, I did not called method 2, if you observe. Why? Why I did not call method 2? Why? Wow. My program, my rules. If you want to call your method to call, that's it. I just want to show you, that's it. Okay, just like that. It's not mandatory that whatever the methods which I am writing, I need to call them. You can call yourselves, no issues. Okay. Priyanka, it is always better to write. Please write. Please write. Okay. Ali, already I'm sharing the notes in the Google Classroom. You can check that. Okay. Devi, please check that. We cannot write like that, but if you check, you will understand. Okay. Swaroop, no. The answer for your question is no. Okay. Good. Wait until static concept is covered. Then you will be understanding that. Okay. Swaroop. Okay. All right. So guys, is it clear? Completed? All right, guys. All right. So I hope it's clear, guys, for everyone regarding variables concept. Once again, I am saying you guys, please listen. No, please listen. No. Please. Static concept. Most probably, I'm going to start static concept in the next week. Whenever we are dealing with static concept, again, I'll be trying to ask some questions related to instance variables and static variables. As of now, for today's session, you know what are instance, static, local. In how many ways you can access instance, in how many ways you can access static, in what is the scope of local variable. What happens if local variable name and static instance variable name both are same? How to resolve that ambiguity? As simple as this. Still lot of topics is there. So line by line, like topic by topic, when I'm trying to discuss about static, again I'll be trying to discuss about instance. Like that, we'll be trying to enhance our topics, guys. Is it clear, guys, for everyone? Right. That's it, guys. That's it for today. We'll be trying to continue our sessions again by our next class. Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Online students. Guys, Google Classroom. Come on, guys. Kindly, please. I already gave you the admin numbers. If you are unable to get that, do one thing, like please send a mail to support@nareshit.com. If you are having any trouble regarding the Google Classroom, please send a mail to this email ID. Okay, support@nareshit.com, along with your fees receipts and all those things. They'll try to help you, please. Okay. Right. That is great. So guys, recording videos will not be there, Avinay. Recording videos will not be there. Like only, it will be provided only for demo classes only. Okay. Priyesh, sixth point, I did not explain. I will explain again, sixth point regarding static. Please wait for that. Okay, buddy. And regarding Google Classroom links, guys, as I said, if you're not getting that, kindly please mail to this email ID. Okay. Yeah, every day fresh link will be there. Every day fresh link will be provided. Please check with that. Okay. All right, guys. So online students, I hope it's clear, guys, for everyone. I hope you enjoyed our today's session. We'll be trying to continue our session again by tomorrow. So guys, funny suspense movie. Right. Yeah. All right. Funny. No problem. So guys, tomorrow, please don't miss the session. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you.